Ho ho!
3 wins out of 3 in the Champions League, but how do you feel after a night where Courtois was one of the best players for your team?
Good evening, everyone. We knew it was going to be a tough, competitive match. It had different phases. I think in the first half, we started slow and gradually improved. It took us some time to get control of the game, but we talked at halftime, made a few adjustments, and came out much better in the second half. After the goal, we had our best moments, and we could have killed the game off with the chances we created. And then, of course, we have an outstanding goalkeeper, Thibaut, who has that quality of showing up in the big Champions League nights. He had a few key moments, no doubt. So yes, 1-0, 3 more points, 9 out of 9, and we leave happy.
Everyone's talking about Arda Guler. He's grateful for the confidence you've shown in him, and aside from playing great football, he's winning duels, pressing and adapting well to a deeper position, which isn't easy to learn. Do you already see him ready to fully establish himself there, especially with the Clasico coming up in 4 days?
Arda is in the process, a process of improvement in every aspect. He's only 20 years old. He's played, maybe 25 or 30 matches for Real Madrid so far. So with his age, his quality, and the club he's at, our job is to guide him. He still has to improve in decision-making and in pressing so he doesn't get overrun. But he has so many good things. He gives a lot of meaning to our game. When he's involved, our collective play flows better, and that's important. Whether he plays a bit higher or deeper depends on what's around him and on what the match requires. But I'm very happy with Arda's progress. Still, we want more.
Do you think the team dropped too deep after the final substitutions?
We were already 1-0 up. We had our chances before that, and then it was time to defend the lead. Juventus pushed harder, committed more players forward. They were practically playing with 3 strikers at the end. Seixao, Jonathan David, and Openda, with Kalulu and Cambiasso also pushing up. It demanded more from us, but this is the Champions League, and there are no easy wins. Juve is one of the big European teams, and there are always moments where you have to know how to handle the game and even enjoy it. Defend and win until the very end with collective effort and through tough moments. That's normal.
Scoring a goal often helps players unlock confidence and rhythm. Tonight, Bellingham scored a very typical goal of his, appearing at the right place and time, surrounded by defenders. Given how long he's been out injured, do you think this goal will help him get going again?
Regardless of the goal, I think Jude played a very complete game. It was a difficult one because Juventus left very little space. They were sitting deep, and finding him between the lines wasn't easy. But I really liked his performance against Getafe, and tonight he was excellent again. And yes, he scored too. I'm very happy for him, mainly because he's getting his rhythm and good feelings back, enjoying himself on the pitch, being competitive, recovering balls, creating situations inside the box, both for himself and for teammates. I'm very happy for Jude.
Speaking of Jude, where do you see him fitting best on the pitch, closer to Mbappé or deeper in midfield? What's his ideal role for you?
I think it's something in between. He has the quality to participate in the build-up and also the determination to finish plays. He's that kind of player who covers a lot of ground, very versatile with many different qualities, and he knows how to arrive from the second line and has that hunger for goals. That's why he's such a complete player, one of the most complete in the world, and we're very lucky to have him.
With El Clasico just around the corner, do you feel your team is right where you want it to be, or is there still some room to grow?
We're where we are, and we're in a good place. Let's see on Sunday. Tomorrow we'll recover properly and prepare well for that game. So far, we've been improving step by step, with our good moments and others not so good. But the overall trend is positive. And of course, Sunday's match is El Clasico. It carries a lot of weight, for the match itself, for the table, and for what it means to everyone.
Juventus' best chances came from transitions and finding space behind your defensive line. Did you notice your defense playing too high tonight? Was that part of the plan, or what did you see?
The first 10 minutes, we didn't start well. We were a bit disorganized, but we knew why that happened. Then, that chance in the second half, the one for Vlahovic, it came from repeating the same mistake. It's been detected, and it will be corrected. So no, it's not something we don't understand. There was a misalignment that simply shouldn't happen.
Going back to Bellingham, do you think he can reach the same numbers he had 2 years ago in terms of goals? Or do you feel the team plays differently now, meaning he has to focus not only on scoring, but also on other aspects of his game?
No, I don't want to make comparisons based on those kinds of references. What I ask of him is that he feels important, that he feels involved in our play, that he understands the flow of the game and knows where we need him, in which phases and positions he can be decisive. As I've said before, he's a very complete player. Within that versatility, what matters is that he's as effective as possible, and for that, we need to get him the ball in good positions with an advantage. The numbers, for me, are simply the result of many things done well, individually and collectively.
You have an interesting challenge. Jude Bellingham is a world-class player, and he's shown what he can bring to the team. But how do you balance his attacking power with the need to position him deeper to win balls back? How do you achieve that balance?
I think we saw a good example of that during the second half tonight. Jude was involved in every aspect of the game, even though today he had very limited space to fully display his football. But I see him every day, eager to play, to win, to learn, and to improve. This is all part of a process, and we'll continue helping him evolve and develop his game.
The season has been almost perfect so far. 8 out of 9 wins in La Liga, 3 out of 3 in the Champions League. The Club World Cup campaign was also nearly perfect, only slipping in the semi-finals. Looking at the numbers, they're excellent. But the defeats against PSG and Atletico made a lot of noise. Do you feel that on Sunday, apart from the team, you personally are also playing for something more than just 3 points? Like you need to prove something in these big matches?
Of course, we're fully aware of the significance and importance of Sunday's match, but we don't overanalyze it in that dramatic sense. We know it matters. It's El Clasico. We're facing Barca. In terms of the table, it might still be early, but it carries a lot of weight given the moment we're in. We'll try to prepare it well. Without a doubt, for us, it's one of those games marked in red on the calendar. Until now, we haven't spoken much about it, but starting tomorrow, we'll begin preparing. And on Saturday, we'll talk about it more in the press conference.
We've seen your comments on Asensio's situation on TV, that it's still too early to make an assessment, but from the club we're told it doesn't seem too serious. I wanted to ask you about another centre-back. This is Militao. Have you been impressed with his performances after what he's been through? 2 ACL injuries. And finally, are you optimistic about having Huijsen available for El Clasico?
As I said earlier, it's hard to compare with Jude's case, but for everyone, the team, the club, having Millie back at this level is fantastic news. We're seeing it almost every match, the very high level he's performing at. After everything he's gone through, it's great to see him recover those positive sensations. We're very happy for him. He's feeling stronger, more confident, and more decisive with every game. I think he'll keep improving. About Huijsen, I'll let you know on Saturday.
The other day in Getafe, there was a free kick where Arda Guler asked to take it, but Alaba took it instead, and Arda walked away looking upset. And today, right before you substituted him, he wanted to take another free kick, so you delayed the change. Beyond football, does his personality surprise you? He looks like a quiet, nice kid, but does that fiery character catch you off guard?
Arda really enjoys playing football. When he feels comfortable, he wants to be close to the ball. Take the free kicks, make the passes, get involved in every play. You can see it. He's one of those players. Last year, I had Florian Wirtz, who was the same. He loves enjoying himself on the pitch, and when he's happy and confident, he always wants to be around the ball. I get that same feeling with Arda. He's young, but that doesn't matter. He's a great player. As I said before, he's still in his development process, but right now he's playing at a very high level. And when you see him enjoying the game, sometimes what I say doesn't even matter.